Hi, I'm Marty with ATS Incorporated, and I'm going to walk you through the steps of changing your Everpure water filter. Everpure recommends that you change your water filter every 6 months, but depending on construction in your area, how much usage you put into this filter, how many machines are running off it, that can change. Using your gauges will help you in determining when that has to happen. When your gauges consistently go into the red line, it's time to change your cartridge. Okay, we're ready to change out the filters. Here are a couple things we're going to need to get started. We need your new cartridges. We need your new pre-filter. We need your new ice maker feeder. We need some O-rings in case they're worn out from the bowls. We need a filter wrench that should have come with your system. We need the hose that should be attached to your system to activate the cartridges. We need a clean rag to clean out the bowls, and a bucket to dump the bowls in when we undo them. The first step to changing your cartridge is always turn off the equipment that the cartridges are feeding. Second step is shut the system off. After you've turned your water off, what you want to do is you want to press this little red button on the pre-filter. What that will do is release the pressure that's inside this unit to make these bowls easier to remove. After you've released the pressure from your water filter, the next step is to undo the pre-filter. You can use a wrench to do this, but these things generally should just be hand tight. After we've undone the pre-filter, what we want to do is dump it in the bucket. Dump the water in the bucket, take your old pre-filter out, and take a rag and clean this bowl out with it. Okay? We have an O-ring on the top here. If the O-ring looks good, you don't need to replace it. If there's a nick in it, let's replace it. Next, we want to remove the cartridges. We do this by pushing up, turning, and pulling down. These will be heavy because they're filled with water and dirt. Again, we push up, turn, pull down. Nice and simple. Next, we remove the bowl for the scale inhibitor. Again, this thing has an O-ring, and it only needs to be really hand tightened for it to be effective. Take the bowl off and just pull the cartridge out. Okay, now we're getting ready to reassemble the filter. First, remember, we want to clean this out all the way down, and then I'm going to put a new O-ring in here. It just sits right on the top, just like that, nothing big. And then we put our new pre-filter in. We set that right onto the bowl at the bottom. Again, I try not using the wrench. We just screw this in, hand tight. This O-ring will seat it. Nice and easy, right there. That's all you need. Next, we want to reinstall our cartridges. Now we want to push up and turn. See that? Next one, just put it in. push up, turn. Your ice maker feeder is next. Again, we have an O-ring for the top. I'm going to put an O-ring in, but usually you just have to check it to make sure that it's not nicked or cracked or anything. Then we put the scale stick up into the unit, and then we put our bowl up over it. Make sure you get the bottom bowl into the scale stick. And again, hand tight. You get a nice little twist at the end. That's all you need. Now we're ready to put the water filter back online. To do this, we want to let the water back in. We want to hold the red button. We'll watch water fill up this bowl, and we will hear air hissing out of the red button. When it gets filled, let's release it and let these cartridges fill up and open this activation valve. We want to let this water fill up through these cartridges and coat the inner diaphragms and run for a minute or so. After that's been run, we want to shut that off. We want to let it fill up our ice maker feeder bowl out, and we're done. The only thing I can recommend now is that you get an extra set of cartridges so that when your soda system and ice machine starts slowing down, you're not in a panic mode and you can replace those cartridges at your leisure. Now that we changed the cartridges, you see just how easy it is. It takes about 10 minutes of your time. If you have any questions about this, you can visit us online or you can call us. We handle this stuff all the time. Thank you.